family, apart from me and my wife. So, I don't know where they get it from. So, Outward is going down tonight. It is. We've got this stupid long quest, which is just going to involve tracking back and forth across the continent, talking to people, and maybe a little bit of fighting. I hope. Well, more than a little bit of fighting, I hope, but I don't have too much faith in that. I'll still go and start talking to the first guy who's down here somewhere.
I'll be right in. It's just taking forever to load for some reason. There we go.
No worries. Oh, my camera did a 180. Nice. Good start. I think this guy's actually in the inn.
Yeah, the Battleborn dude.
Yep.
Yeah,
there he is. I see him.
Right over there.
Sitting in the same chair he was ambushed in just on the last week's stream. He hasn't learnt a thing. Sagard Battleborn. So the little mouse from CSO sends her toy soldier to speak with me. I think she's talking about you, Aimless. I refuse to make peace with Levant, not until we've broken their armies and replaced their king and queen with a lord loyal to the Blue Chamber. I'll make you change your mind, believe me. Call off your armies, or I'll call them off for you. Let's go with that one. 2. Is that a threat? Do you know what you're starting, you little weasel? Oh, so this is the great Sagard Battleborn, too pathetic to fight one puny little person? Well, technically 2. Well, one puny little person and one guy tooled up in plate armor, so... You just made a terrible mistake. I'll enjoy breaking every bone in your body. Are you all buffed up, ready to go?
I'm ready.
And... action.
Pressing B.
He's going straight for you.
Nice.
We want...
Come on, brother.
Oh, God, I should have got my stuff ready. Boom! Let's see how he likes a few traps up the arse. A few runic traps coming in.
Oh, no.
They're doing a lot of damage, aren't they? Oh, is he not walking over these?
He is. Try the lightning thingy.
Okay. Aggro incoming. Q. Ah. Oh, that looks better.
Oh, he definitely is aggro.
He's on me.
I wonder if I can poison you. Apparently I can.
Ow.
Hey.
Oh, okay. He's struggling now, as am I. Whoa, that was a big chop.
Sorry.
I've upset him.
Over here.
Have a trap. He's down.
I killed at him.
Well done. Well done. So...
Okay, we killed him, but he's still up. Fair enough.
Oh, he's back up here. I'll talk to him again. I don't believe it. How in Allah's name did you beat me? Well, apparently we didn't. Call off your armies, or this will be your last fight, Sagard. You wouldn't dare kill me. You wouldn't bring such shame to the Aberdeen name. I don't need to. I'll just break enough of your bones to put an end to your career, you miserable old man. If it means I'll be known as the one who took down Sagard Battleborn, very tempting. Your actions put the entire collective in harm's way. I think it'd be worth it. Ooh, let's go for 3. Let's go for the... Yeah, let's take the moral high ground here. You fight dirty, Oak. I respect that. I'll call off my armies, but mark my words, I'll be proven right one day. The Kingdom of Levant can never be trusted. You know, I am just thinking, actually, maybe we're doing Levant's dirty work. Maybe Rissa Aberdeen is actually a servant of Levant.
Nah.
Not that I care, I've got to be honest. Let's eat some grilled salmon.
I mean, we could just sleep real quick in the house. While we're still here.
Do you need to get a lot of health back or anything?
Not really, but you could use some.
Oh, I'll heal it up with food. So I can heal it up with healing if I remember the runic combination.
Oh yeah, you can, can't you?
So now we are going to back to the beginning zone, to the wooden fort.
Yeah.
Time for a trek.
Dropping some things we don't need.
Yeah, mine's nearly full.
Wait, why do I have 9 gold ingots?
I've got 6.
I thought it was out. No fair point.
Apparently not.
Nope.
Good news.
One thing though, in about 40 minutes, 50 minutes, I have to run out real quick and get the bunnies inside.
Ah, no worries. We'll have this game finished by then, I'm sure.
Yeah, obviously. It's not like we're gonna like probably take 50 minutes to just get back to Chiaz or Chia something.
Yeah, there might be a bit of trekking around with this involved.
I'm just gonna check the cook real quick if he has some travel biscuits, because I don't want to throw my
Sure.
terminal potages into biscuit form.
I've got about 3. Sorry, I've got about 15 on me. Don't know where the 3
cool.
came from. So, what are you folks in chat up to today? Or what have you got planned for the weekend? Anything fun? Any new games to be played? Anyone been watching The Sinking City? Anyone playing that on Twitch? It's a bit like that Call of Cthulhu game I played 7 or 8 months ago, except with more action and combat in it.
Yeah, it's another Lovecraftian game. My sister bought it today.
Oh, right. You never heard of it, Captain Bear? I put a request in to try and get a copy, but...
It's pretty easy. Why you didn't hear it? It's on Epic Store.
It's what, sorry? What?
Yeah, I think it's Epic exclusive, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, in that...
Let me check on Steam real quick.
I should go and have a look on an Epic Store then. I might have got a key for it from there. I don't often look in there. Still enjoying the heat wave, Aimless?
No. I'll be completely honest. No.
It's finally made it to the UK. About time, but we're only getting like a hint of what you guys on the continent have got.
I mean, at least the guys at Tankfest will have a nice weather there, so that's neat for them, I guess.
That will be hot. That'll be sunburny hot down there.
Well, I guess better than rain all the time. So
Yeah.
it won't get all muddy when the things roll about.
I don't think I've actually been down there when it's been really bad weather. There was one day out of the 3 I think I've been to where it kind of spitted it on and showered a bit, but nothing serious. And then I think it turned into sunburn weather immediately afterwards. You ever been?
No. I was thinking about going this year, but, money.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I know money.
I mean, there is a flight from here direct to Stansted, like from my city, but yeah.
That's half the battle. It's then getting from one of the London airports right across to Dorset, because public transport in that direction isn't that brilliant.
Yeah, I heard that I should never take the trains there, but go by bus.
Trains are really expensive in the UK. It's more expensive to get on a train than it is to fly from city to city. I mean, Tankfest is well worth visiting, not for the wargaming bit of it. I mean, if you're a big fan of World of Tanks, then sure. But just for the rest of it, I mean, the museum's fantastic. The shows that they put on outside, it's well... Even the canteen's good. God damn it, man. I even like the food there. Let's see. It's west and then north, isn't it, to get out of this place?
Yeah. We have to go to the Dolmen place.
Yeah. Was it the Montcalm Fort or something?
Yeah, it might be the name, yes. And yeah, we have to go over there, and then we have to go to the whatever the hell the zone is called behind that winter fort thing.
Oh, up there.
Right?
Yeah.
All the way up north where we froze our butts off.
Froze our asses off. Yeah, if you ever get a chance, Captain Bear, we're going to Tankfest is worth it, or just the Tank Museum in general. The Tankfest weekend, actually, there's some reasons not to go to Tankfest, because they cram so many trader, or they used to. I don't know if they still do this, but they used to cram so many trader stalls into the museum part that you couldn't actually access all the exhibits in the museum, which would kind of suck if there's some bits like you wanted to get a good close look at some particular tanks. And it's just really, really busy. It's nice for the shows out in the arena, but it does detract a little bit from being able to look around the museum.
Yeah, I mean, if you can still get to the rusted hull of the CGC if you want to. Because
Oh, that thing. Yeah, that's packed
CM
outside
tweeted
somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, CM tweeted a picture of that earlier today.
I
That's
saw
Billy,
that.
neatly enough. I still kind of
And
remember
it's
that wonderful
raining.
picture with Billy just crying at the chain link fence.
We have a ghost on the road.
I will just not really bother with the ghost on the road.
That's the trouble with this game, is that there's so much running about, and the world is often so empty when you're backtracking to somewhere you've been. But then you find a lot of the monsters, and you don't feel like there's any particular need to kill them.
Like it's even better to just ignore them completely, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Tankfest now over 3 days with the same number of tickets in total, so a bit less busy each day. That's a nice move. It just reduces the crowds a bit, so I suppose you can get up to the arena and see everything a bit better. I mean, I know it's a long journey for people coming from overseas. It's still a long journey for most of the people in the UK. I think it's about 7.5 hours to drive down from where I am. And then there's still plenty of space in the north of England and then Scotland above me. So there's some monstrous journeys.
Yeah, you don't even have an autobahn kind of thing.
We have motorways, but they're always being dug up. There's always roadworks on. And they seem to time it over public holidays as well. I'm sure they do it on purpose. Oh no, we can't have the bankers being late to work for 9 o'clock on a Monday morning. Let's dig the roads up when everyone's going away for the weekend.
I mean, it kind of makes sense doing it then, just because it kind of regulates traffic flow a bit.
It just causes chaos.
Yeah, that too, obviously. People love chaos.
Okay, let's get back. I've got a nice red skirt on. I never noticed the colour of that dress before. Okay.
But they do that over here in Germany, and people really don't like it because there's a bunch of idiot drivers at night that literally drive into the balustrades and shots that they put up, to a point where they literally park their heavy equipment into driving in between them and the driving cars, so the equipment literally just gets the hit instead of them.
Yeah,
My father kind of works in road planning and such, so he knows a few really awkward stories.
That's just natural selection.
Best story, though, I think it was the Bavarian Minister for Streetworks, or whatever the actual name would be in English. He was at but basically, every time a new road is being built, like a really new one, like it has to be premiered in front of that guy and such, and he wanted to do the first time the spade hits the ground, or whatever that's called in English, if that's even a word over there.
Yeah, the first turning the earth over, the first one.
Turning it over. Okay. He did it in a big caterpillar thingamajigger. And well, he managed to tip the entire thing over. Apparently.
That's nice.
That's one thing my father really just likes bringing up every time.
Yeah.
Is that the thing?
Is that a
that's
bandit?
the pillar of.
That's bandit.
The vigil pylon.
There's a
bandit? Sorry.
just here.
Oh no, that guy. Yeah.
You know what we haven't had for a while?
Just
that.
Let him die from poison. Okay, fair enough.
I just wanted to use it. It's been so long. Can I put my Staff of Doom back on? There we go.
Yeah, but I found out one thing in World of Tanks, and that is apparently Russian heavy tanks are still pretty much the best thing you can drive.
Oh yeah, I saw you trying to pen the side of some pike-nosed monster.
Yeah, it was like a defender. I think I tried to fight. It was like, oh, you tried to bend me. How about no? like 90 degrees on, directly flat on the side. Black hole.
It is ridiculous, that black hole armor that they have there.
Yeah, earlier, before I did that, there was a game in Himmelsdorf where I was driving the Ice 3 autoloader. Because that thing's balanced. And
Totally.
yeah, tier 10 game, did like 6k damage, murdered like half the enemy team. Went pretty good.
Yeah, good stuff.
Things considered. Where the hell are we going? This is no, this is Hallowed Marsh, I think. No, you're
Northeast?
correct. Sorry.
Are we?
Sorry, you're going right. You're going right.
I actually don't know.
This is the right way.
Yeah, did we order a little barbecue? Did you order crispy or original recipe? I don't know. I don't think that bandit ordered barbecue at all. He just got a free dose of it. Best barbecue is free barbecue. Unless you're the barbecue. I'm just gathering these berries because I have a feeling I'm going to have to make some more travel biscuits at some point.
I think we might be heading to the Hollowed Marsh here.
Is it really?
Yeah, because
it does look like
the fort that leads to it, right?
Okay.
So you have to take a north.
We can flip around this corner. Ignore those bandits.
Yeah.
Is that a tree stump? Yes. Anything nice?
A padded helmet, which I'll take. Crafting Amalite armor and a mana stone.
Cool.
I'll grab all of that.
You aced the captured king tiger yesterday? Ah, congratulations. Does that thing play a lot better at tier 7 than the tiger 2 at tier 8 then?
I saw that thing and I was like, oh look, it's a Henschel turret tiger on tier 7 with the long 88.
Oh, it's still got the long 88?
Yep. Like the only thing that the tier 8 tiger has over that thing is probably some DPM, I would say, and obviously the 10.5er.
So you can play the regular tiger 1 at tier 7, or you can play the premium tiger 2 at tier 7. Let me think.
Or you can play the premium tiger 1 at tier 6.
Does that as well? Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can play a Panther Ace, or rather Panther A/D at tier 6 by getting that new Britannia Panther.
Oh, I saw something about that. They haven't changed then. Am I going I'm not going the right way at all, am I?
We are going the right way. We have to go through that fort thingamajig and then have to go to the... Wait, okay. check the book before I completely set us off here, but I think that's the way we have to go.
I think you're probably right. I think this is is this not the fort? The Vendavel Fortress down there. Bandit camp.
Yeah, I think we have to
Let me take a look.
Because they said something about going through the fort.
These are found inside the wooden fort in Chersonese's north to make peace. Does it not mean doesn't mean the bandit camp, does it? That is actually a wooden fort. We can't. I don't think we can get there if we go this way, can we?
But yeah, that bandit camp is a wooden fort.
Let's try that first before we mess about in there. Before we go through Ghost Pass.
I agree. But wasn't here a... Yeah, up there's the chest where I got my rice hat back in the day.
Seems like a long time ago now.
Yeah, it does.
They announced the basic stats for the British light tank line starting at tier 7. Tiny little things, might be fun.
Yeah, tier 10 is the Manticore, it seems like.
Never heard of it. Is it something that actually existed?
It's basically an AMX 30-105, but with the Royal Ordnance cannon on it.
Right.
Not auto-loading.
Amos might have done, but I certainly didn't take the latest World of Tanks survey. I've
no.
had nothing to do with it.
Because I would just say evil things to them.
Oh, well, I just drunk. Damn, I've drunk a mana potion by accident. But it's kind of helped, so that's okay.
It's kind of sad that because they could have brought in like the Scorpion in. Like the little designation something. That could have been a thing with the 90 mil or even the little hash cannon.
The hell? I thought that was a mob for a minute.
Like that could have worked.
You gave them a long list of things to do to make the game better. Go on, what other things did you list? It just
Like,
it seems to me that there's still a lot of the same old arguments and problems that people always used to talk about. I imagine at Tankfest this weekend, gamers are going to get together and complain about artillery, about premium tanks, about premium ammo. Oh, there is some change with premium ammo coming, isn't there?
I would know. The only thing I know is that I wasn't being shot by 5% of that today. Like, I had games where literally 100% premium was shot at me by like several people. Because, you know,
The usual
it's
then.
hard to pin on even 90.
You think I should get rid of the wheeled vehicles and actually balance the Soviet tanks by nerfing them? Yeah, that's with Soviet
No.
tank things. People have been asking for that for years.
They-
But the wheeled vehicles, a lot of people have actually said that they've sort of shifted the balance of things. I don't really have an
They
opinion because I
really
haven't
feel
tried it.
bad. Like, they seem to be active spotters from what I can understand. And when you have them just being played passively next to you, that was like the last game or the second to last game I played today. I got so goddamn angry about them.
Well, I just brought us.
We might be going the right way.
Is that actually there's some
Oh,
wall?
my backpack.
Don't leave that. Is this is just a fenced off area, isn't it? Or
This might be the area that leads over the bridge towards the fort. There is some dude on the road, I think.
I see someone. Is he?
He's
looks-
hanging over the road. I'm sorry.
Is that a naked person hanging from a post?
Are we in The Witcher?
Oh, almost.
It's a naked lady.
So there's a fort. I see a fort.
And I see the bridge, I think.
I see a campfire.
No, that's not the campfire. That's a lobster.
Is it a lobster? Oh, okay.
That's a lobster.
Just watch out for traps on the bridge.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yep,
there's
there's a big obvious one. It's kind of a
Go
shame.
first, you have the good light.
Those are the only traps I think I've seen in the game.
There might have been one or two more in one of the dungeons, but I can't remember.
I don't remember us stumbling into any. I can now see the menacing eyes of that lobster. We'll leave him quiet. So what's the end goal of this game? Well, there is a story, a quest line to follow through, but the end goal is, I don't think the storyline matters too much, because you can just go and just explore and do whatever you want, but I definitely want to see the end of the story. Not that it's much of a story, I've got to say. The quest seems a little bit thin, and it's oh, thank you for coming and talking to me. Now walk all the way back across the map and go and give this book to someone you saw 3 hours ago, and then they'll tell you to come all the way back and say you've done it.
It feels like the worst This feels like the Shaman Water Totem quest in Vanilla WoW. Literally go on the other side of the world, grab one thing, come back to me, go to the exact opposite side of the world. Chests here with nothing in it. That's the death chest, I would assume.
Okay, is there there's an entrance to this fort somewhere?
Gentlemen?
What have you found?
2 gentlemen in the house
Oh,
here.
okay.
Apparently one of them is a ranged character that doesn't really want to range. Guys, do you want to be like angry? No?
Maybe
Okay, I'll be
maybe
angry.
we're not at war with them at the moment.
It doesn't seem like it because I cannot hit them.
Ah, okay. That's a first then. We must have triggered something in the story at some point, because we got our asses kicked when we started off the game coming in here.
Do we still have a power core by any
I
chance?
found a really badass looking dude. No, I don't have a power coil. I used it to clean the water back in the city.
Okay, I'm here.
Can't talk to him either.
That's rude.
So I'm hoping there's a door up here. Well, there's a room. Oh, there's someone sitting on a green throne.
I think we gotta talk to that guy.
Yeah, and this is probably going to trigger everything.
I'm gonna steal his chest. Blessed potion. a Bolt Varnish, some Gaber wine. I'll leave that to you.
Oh, that's a good shout, actually. I'm going to use that.
There's a
I should have
Cleaver
4
halberd
of
in there
those.
and some padded boots. My back's now overweight. Wait, I'm just gonna put down a trap real quick and put the
Sure.
Cleaver halberd in.
Put a few traps in while I talk to the guy.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I shall also drop one of those. Oops, that's a lightning one. I got the combination backwards.
It's
Right. That didn't look suspicious at all, Rustarte, did it? Why does someone from Cierzo dare come here? Be thankful we have a truce. We have nothing but hatred for your people after what you've done to us. I need you to agree to the peace talks with Levant. Why should we? Did the Blue Chamber consult us before going to war? Did they care when one of our own was poisoned? We know it was Rissa's doing. The ghosts from the tunnels told us. They tell us everything. They keep us safe. They tell us that Levant burns the eastern tribes, that the Blue Chamber suffers. I say good. We want them to burn until they understand what it's like to lose those you care for. Your personal feud with Rissa is no reason to harm the rest of the tribes. You do know that if Levant's army reaches your tribe, they'll burn you to the ground, right? Let's try that one. A few ghosts won't protect you from an army bristling with firearms. You're trying to scare us. Why would Levant attack us? We haven't raised our weapons against them. If they haven't raised their weapons against Levant, why am I here trying to persuade them to agree to peace terms with Levant? I got lost with this story ages ago. About the time I stopped caring about it, I think. They need supplies and you belong to their enemy. They don't care about the details of your feud with Cierzo. They'll destroy your tribe and pillage your lands. Or, even if they pass you over, they'll lay waste to all the surrounding tribes. Where are you going to get your tribute for the ghosts then? Your own people? Try that. If that's what we have to do to protect our tribe from needless deaths at the hand of the others, yes. Think about what you said. To protect your people from needlessly dying, you're going to sacrifice your people yourself. Do you see the problem with that logic? I can't refute that. We can't put our fates in the undead if their hunger grows out of control. We agree to declare peace with Levant, but you must get the Chamber Lords to send us help. The ghosts will come devour us if we stop feeding them. That's it, I think. We came over here and we talked. And now we go home. So pick up your traps. I'm sorry to disappoint everyone. There's no fight today. Nothing to see here. Disperse. Disperse.
I'm gonna break apart that Cleaver halberd that weighs so goddamn much.
It'd be quite funny if he just came off his little throne and stepped on my runic trap anyway.
Oh yeah, come, let me show you the way. Blah.
And now we've just got to convince the Ash Giants in their village in the Hallowed Marsh to make peace. You thinking of jumping off?
Whee.
Oh,
Works.
that's manageable. Yeah, no fight. I was expecting a proper fight going through this place.
Yeah, me too. Was a bit. I mean, at least we didn't have to go through the fort to that winter biome thing. That's good.
Yeah. I'm glad we checked that, actually, before we wandered through that lot.
Good thing one of us is paying attention. And it's not me.
I was just looking for the lazy way out. This wasn't so much I was paying attention. Right, so it's off to the marsh.
Hey.
So I've drunk a Gabbery wine for no reason whatsoever.
I mean,
it was nice.
Reason. Do you have the cold again?
I'm suffering from the cold. I can fix that with a spell, actually. With the warm one. That should protect against the cold.
I lost the road. There it is.
Back over the bridge.